Bismillah, in this video I'm going to solve the hardest question in Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 4 October-November Variant 3. Number 1A. Here are the ingredients needed to make a pasta bake to serve 12 people. Find the mass of cheese as a percentage of the mass of mushrooms. So cheese, we have 280, mushrooms 460, so divide 280 by 460, then multiply by 100 to find the percentage. So 280 divide 460 times 100 equals 60.9 to 3 significant figures. B. Find the mass of butter needed to make a pasta bake to serve 18 people. So 250 grams of butter needed for 12 people. So how many grams of butter needed for 18? So cross multiply. So you can write 250 enough for 12. So how many grams enough for 18? So 250 times 18 divided by 12 equals 375 grams. Triple I. Monica has 2.2 liters of milk and 1.5 kg of each other ingredient. Calculate the greatest number of people she can serve with pasta bake. So now we have 1.5 kg from each ingredient. So 1.5 times 1000, this means we have 1500 grams from each ingredient. But for the milk, we have 2.2 multiplied by 1000 to convert to milliliter, so 2200. Now we need to find the number of people we can serve them with this ingredient. To find 1500 grams of butter enough for how many people? You need to divide 1500 by 250, then multiply by 12. So 1500 divide by 250, then multiply by 12 to find the number of people with 1500 grams of butter. You can do the same for all. To find the number, how many people you can serve them with 1500 grams of pasta, divide 1500 by 600, then multiply by 12. 1500 divide by 600, then multiply by 12. And same, 1500 divide by 460 times 12. 1500 divide by 280 times 12. Also for the milk, we have 2200 milliliter. So to find the number of people, divide by 800, then multiply by 12. Now with your calculator, find the answer for each one. So this means we have 72, 30, 39, 64, 33. Now to find the greatest number of people, we choose the least number of them. Why the least number? Because if we say that the greatest number, so we need to choose 72. So we have enough from the butter for 72, but we don't have enough from pasta for 72, or from mushrooms, or from cheese, or from milk. So you need to choose the least number, because when you choose the least number, which is 30, so you are sure that you have enough ingredient from butter, from mushrooms, from cheese, from milk. So choose the least number, which is 30. So the greatest number of people she can serve with the pasta bake, 30. B. In 2019, a packet of pasta cost 2.40. This was an increase of 25% of the cost of a packet in 2018. Work out the cost in 2018. So increase by 25%. So it was 100, increased by 25, now 125. After the increase, 2.40. So before the increase, you cross multiply. So 2.40 times 100 divided by 125 equals 1.92. In 2020, the cost of the packet increased by 15% from the cost in 2019. Work out the total percentage increase in the cost of a packet from 2018 to 2020. So from 2019 to 20, increase 15%. This means 100, 15, 115. So in 2019, 2.40. So we need to find in 2020. So cross multiply 2.40 times 115 divide by 100 equals 2.76. This in 2020. Now to find the percentage increase from 2018 to 2020. 2018 1.92 and 2020 2.76. To find the percentage increase, subtract, then divide by the original, which is 1.92 times 100 equals 43.723 significant figures. Now see, pasta is sold in packets with width 11.5 centimeter, correct to the nearest 0.5 centimeter. A shop places these packets in a single line on a shelf of length 2 meter, correct to the nearest 0.1 meter. Find the maximum number of these packets that will fit along this shelf. To find the number of the packets, you have to divide the length of the shelf by the width of the packet. I need the maximum number. So to find the maximum number, and you have fraction, so the numerator will be upper and the denominator lower, and they have the same, unit. So for the length of the shelf 2 meter, correct to 0.1 meter. So and for the weights, we have the unit centimeter, so it's better to convert meter to centimeter. So 2 meters, this means 200 centimeter, correct to the nearest 0.1 meter, so multiply by 100 to convert, so this means correct to 10 centimeter. So 200 correct to nearest 10, divide 10 by 2, then you have 5. If I need upper, add, so 205 centimeter. This is the upper for the length of the shelf. Divide by the lower for the width. For the width, we have 11.5 centimeter, correct to the nearest 0.5 centimeter, divide 0.5 by 2, so you have 0.25. Now subtract 11.5 minus 0.25, so 11.25 centimeter. Now divide, equals 18.2, so the maximum number of packets 18. 2C, find the nth term of each of these sequences. For I, 13, 16, 19, 22, 25, add 3. And the first term 13, so the nth term 3n plus, go one step to the back, so 16, 13, then 10, because if you go back, subtract 3, so 3n plus 10. For double I, sequence 3, 17, 55, 129, 251. Find the first difference, 251 minus 129, 122. Then 129 minus 55, 129 minus 55 equals 74. 55 minus 17, 55 minus 17 equals 38. Then 17 minus 3 equals 14. The first difference is not constant, so it is not linear. Find the second difference. 122 minus 74 equals 48. Then 74 minus 38, 74 minus 38 equals 36. Then 38 minus 14, 38 minus 14 equals 24. Then the second difference is not constant, so this is not quadratic. Find the third one. 48 minus 36, 12. 36 minus 24, 12. The third difference is constant, so this is a cubic sequence. For the cubic sequence, we have the general one, the cube numbers, 1, 8, 27, 64, 125. Now try to deduce the relation between the cube numbers and this sequence. 1 becomes 3, 8 becomes 17, 27, 55, 64, 129. 125 to 151. So he multiply each cube number by 2, because 1 times 2 equal 2, then add 1, so 3. 8 times 2, 16, plus 1, 17. 27 times 2, 54, plus 1, 55. 64 times 2, 128, plus 1, 129. So for the cube numbers, the nth term n power 3. So for this one, he multiplied by 2, so 2n power 3, then add 1. So the nth term for this sequence, 2n power 3 plus 1. Number 5. The diagram shows a water trough in the shape of a prism. The prism has a cross-section in the shape of an isosceles trapezium. The trough is completely filled with water. Shows that the volume of the water in the trough is 206.4 liters. To find the volume of the water, volume of this prism, cross-section times the length. So find the area of trapezoid, multiply by the length. Area of trapezoid, half base 1 plus base 2, so 36 plus 50, times the height, which is 40. This is the area of trapezium, then multiply by 120, because this length in centimeter, and this in centimeter, and this in centimeter, so you need to convert the length to centimeter, times 100, so 120 centimeter. Now you have the volume in centimeter cube equals 206,400 centimeter cube. To convert to liters, divide by 1000. So 206.4 liters. For B, the water from the trough is emptied at a rate 600 milliliter per second. Calculate the time taken in minutes and seconds for the trough to be emptied. So this is the rate, and we have the volume. So to find the time, divide the volume by the rate. So, but the volume in liters and the rate milliliter per second. So convert liters to milliliter, multiply by 1000. So 206,400 milliliter. Divide by the rate, which is 600 milliliter per second. Now you have the time in second. Then you can convert to minute and second by dividing by 60. So 206,400 divided by 600 equals 344 seconds. 344 seconds. Now divide by 60 to convert to minute and second, and you can use this pattern in your calculator to convert directly. So 344 divided by 60, 344 divided by 60 equals, and if you use this pattern, which convert to minute and second. So you have 5 minutes and 44 seconds. So 5 minutes and 44 seconds. C. All the water from the trough is emptied into a vertical cylindrical tank. The depth of the water in the tank is 84. Calculate the radius of the tank. So now the volume of the water, which is 206,400 centimeter cube, this is the volume, equals the volume of the water inside the cylinder. So the volume of the cylinder by r squared times height. So by r squared times the depth of the water, which is 84 centimeter. Now to find r, you have to divide the volume 206,400 by 84 by, then take square root. So equals 28.0 to 3 significant figures. Double I, the tank is 60% full. Calculate the height of the tank. So this means 206,400 cubic centimeter represents 60% from the tank. So if I need 100% of the tank, I need the volume of the tank, the volume of the cylinder. So cross multiply. 100 times 206,400 divided by 60. Now find the answer. So the volume of the cylinder equals 100 times 206,400 divided by 60 equals 344,000 cubic centimeter. Now 344,000, the volume of the cylinder, equals by r squared times height. So by times r equals what? 28. So 28 squared times the height. Now you can find the height. So the height equals 344,000 divided by over 20 by or times 28 squared equals 139.7. So 140 to 3 significant figure. Now D, a steel rod AM is placed inside the empty water trough as shown in the diagram. A is a vertex of the base of the isosceles trapezium, and M is the midpoint of the top edge on the opposite face. Calculate the length of the steel rod AM. So you can drop from M perpendicular to the trapezium. So we can call this point X and join AX. Now we have right angle triangle. To find AM, we need to find AX and MX. MX is the height, which is 40. So we have MX equal 40 centimeter. Now we need to find AX. X is the midpoint, and this side 36, so this side 36 divided by 2, so this 18. And because this 1.2 meters or 120 centimeter, so this means also this 120 centimeter. So AX is the hypotenuse in the triangle, in this triangle. So we have this we need to find AX. This side 120 centimeter, and that one 18 centimeter, because 36 divided by 2. So AX equals square root 120 square plus 18 square. Now we have AX and MX. Then we can find AM. First you need to find AX equals 121.3 to 1 decimal place. Now to find AM, square root ax square plus mx square, so 121.3 square plus mx square, so 40 square, equals 127.7 to 1 decimal, or 128 centimeter to 3 significant figures. Number 7, Regan is playing a game with these 6 number cards. She takes 2 cards at random without replacement and multiply the 2 numbers to give a score. Find the probability that the score is 35. We will get 35 if we have 5 and 7 or 7 and 5. So probability of 5 and 7 equals 5, we have 1 5 out of 6, so 1 over 6 times, now after you take 5 you have 5 cards, so 7 one of them, so 1 over 5 times 2, because our order does matter. We can start with 5 then 7, or 7 then 5, so equals 2 over 30, or 1 over 15. Double I, the score is a positive number. The score will be positive if we have positive and positive, or negative and negative. So positive and positive, we have 4 positive numbers. So if we choose 2 positive, so the first one 4 out of 6, then the second 3 over 5. This positive and positive. Or this means plus, negative and negative. We have 2 negative numbers, so 2 over 6 times 1 over 5 equals 14 over 30, or you can simplify to 7 over 15. B, Regan now takes 3 cards at random from the 6 cards without replacement and adds the 3 numbers to give a total. Find the probability that her total is 5. Now to take 3 numbers, take 3 cards and add them to get 5. So you can take negative 2 and 2 and 5, or negative 3 and 3 and 5. So negative 2 and 2 and 5, or negative 3 and 3 and 5. If negative 2 and 2 and 5, the probability will be 1 over 6 times 1 over 5 times 1 over 4. And because the order does matter, so we can switch. We can start with negative 2 and switch 2 and 5, or we can start with 2 and switch the rest. So if we have 3 different numbers, by how many ways? You can arrange them by 6 ways. Because if you start with negative 2, then you have negative 2, 2, 5, or negative 2, 5, 2. Same, if you start with 2, you can switch between negative 2 and 5. If you start with 5, you can switch between 2 and negative 2. So we have 6 ways to arrange them. So multiply by 6. The same for the second one. 1 over 6 times 1 over 5 times 1 over 4 multiply by 6. Now if you add, for the first one, if you multiply them, so 6 over 120, same for the second one. If you add, so 12 over 120, so equals 1 over 10. Number 9, 9A, sketch the following graphs. On each sketch, indicate any intersection or any intercepts with the axis. 3x minus 4y equals 12, this linear equation represented by straight line. So to draw, we can put x equals 0, so negative 4y equals 12, divide by negative 4, so y equals negative 3. And if you put y equals 0, so 3x equals 12, so divide by 3, so x equals 4. So 0, negative 3, and 4, 0, so join them, so this is the straight line. Double I, we have a quadratic, and the coefficient of x squared positive, so opens upward. Now to find the intersection with y-axis, put y equals 0. So x squared minus 3x minus 4 equals 0. So factorize x minus 4 and x plus 1 equals 0. So x equals 4 and x equals negative 1. So negative 1 and 4. Now to find the intersection with y-axis, put x equals 0. If you put x equals 0, so y equals negative 4. So now this is the intersection with y-axis. Now draw. So this is the graph for the quadratic function. So this point 0, negative 4, and that one negative 1, 0, this one 4 and 0. For triple I, y equals 6 power x, this exponential function. In general, for the exponential function, if you have y equal a power x, so this is the graph for the function. Start from the second quadrant, then intersect y-axis at the point 0 and 1, because if x equals 0, y equal 1, so this is the point 0 and 1. This if a more than 1. If a more than 1, so y equal a power x represented by this curve. Same for 6 power x. This is the point 0 and 1. And the function increase rapidly like that. So this y equals 6 power x. Number 10, 10a. Vector a 1, 2, b negative 3, 5. On the grid, draw and label the vector 2a. So 2a, vector 2a, multiply the x displacement and y displacement by 2. Then 1 times 2 equals 2. 2 times 2 equals 4. To draw this vector 2 and 4, if we start from this point, you have to move 2 to the right because x displacement 2, and 4 up because y displacement 4. So 2 and 4. So this is the starting point and this is the end point. Now draw the vector. This vector 2a. You can start from a different point, just like this one. 2 to the right, 4 up. Double I. On the grid, draw and label the vector a minus b. A minus b, subtract. 1 minus negative 3 equals 4. And 2 minus 5 negative 3. So to draw the vector 4 negative 3, 4 to the right and 3 down, you can start from this point. So 4 to the right and 3 down, so this is the end point. Now join them. So now we have the vector a minus b. The direction as shown. B, OABC a trapezium with OA parallel to CB. M is the midpoint of CB. M is the midpoint of CB, and N is the point on AB, such as that AN to NB 1 to 2. So this 1 and this 2. So in all we have 3. So this 1/3 and this 2/3, the whole one. O is the origin. OA is vector B. OC vector Q. CB 3/4B. 3/4B. And M midpoint, so 3/4 divided by 2. So CM 3/8B and MB 3/8B. Because in all 3/4B. Divide by 2 because M midpoint, so 3/8 and 3/8. We need vector OB. OB So OC plus CB. OC, which is Q, CB, which is 3 over 4B. So the vector OB equals Q plus 3 over 4B. So Q plus 3 over 4B. Vector AB equals AO plus OC plus CB. So negative B because opposite direction, plus Q plus 3 over 4B. So negative B plus Q plus 3 over 4B. Combine the like terms, 3 over 4 and negative 1. So negative 1 over 4. So negative 1 over 4B plus Q. Vector Mn equals MB plus Bn. MB plus Bn. MB equals 3 over 8B. Bn 2/3 BA. And we have AB. We can change the sign. So vector Mn equals MB plus Bn. So 3 over 8B plus 2 over 3 BA. So 3 over 8 B plus 2/3 BA. We have AB. BA, reverse the sign because negative AB. So you can write 3 over 8 B plus 2 over 3 into, change the sign for AB. So 1 over 4B minus Q. Then expand, so 3 over 8B, 2 over 3 times 1 over 4 equals 1 over 6B, 2 over 3 times negative Q, so negative 2 over 3Q. Then combine the like terms. 3 over 8 plus 1 over 6 equals 26 over 48. We can simplify to 13 over 24. So 13 over 24 B minus 2 over 3Q. Double I. OA and MN are extended to meet at G. OA and MN extended. So they intersect at the point G. We need to find the position vector of G. So we need to find OG. OG equals OA plus AG. OA, which is B, plus AG. So OG equals OA plus AG. OA is vector B. AG, this triangle and that one, they are similar because the angles are equal. This side parallel to that one, so this angle alternate and equals. So the two triangles are similar. And the ratio between this side and that one, 1 to 2. So the ratio between this side and that one, 1 to 2. So this side have that one. So if this side 3 over 8, so this one divided by 2, so 3 over 16B. So AG 3 over 16B. Now add them. 3 over 16B plus 1B equals 19 over 16B.